welcome to my new video. Our today's question is count elements with maximum frequency. So you are given an integer array nums consisting of only positive integer. So you have to find the total frequencies of elements in nums such that those elements all have the maximum frequency, and the frequency of the element is number of occurrence of that element in the array. Like let's say for this example, the maximum frequency is 2. Okay, so like the number which can maximum appearance is 2, like 1 can appear for 2 times and 2 is appear 2 times, so maximum frequency is 2. So we have to return the numbers which has equal, their frequency is equal to maximum frequency. Like for in this example 1 and 2, so 1 and 2 both have a frequency of 2, which is maximum frequency. Okay, maximum frequency is 2. So we have to return their frequencies, not that number. So we don't have to return 1 and 2. We have to return their frequencies. That is, one frequency is 2 and 2 frequency is 2. So we have to return 4. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, so let's understand the question. Before that, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I create content related to the coding every single day. Okay, so we have to first we have to determine the maximum frequency of any number. Okay, so in so we can, what we can do, we can simply create a map and store the element, and when we are populating the map we can store our maximum frequency. Okay, so let's see, our maximum frequency for now is 0. Okay, so we can create a map of integer comma integer. Okay, integer comma integer. So we are traversing on our array 1. So 1 is not appear, so we can just write 1. It appears for one time, and our maximum frequency is 0 and 1, which is greater 1. So we can update our maximum frequency. Okay, now move on to the next element 2. So yeah, 2 2 is not in the map, so just put 2 with 1. 2 appears one time. Okay, still our maximum frequency is 1. Now move on to the next element, that is 2. So put 2. Okay, so increase the count of 2 now. Okay, 2 is already present, to increase the count of 2, now 2, and now our maximum frequency becomes 2. Okay, let's move on to the next element, that is 3. 3 is not appeared, so right, so put 3 with the occurrence of 1. Okay, now let's move on to the next element 1. Okay, so 1, so 1 appeared 2 times, so right. Okay, now let's move on to the next element, that is 4. 4 appear one time. Okay, our maximum frequency still remains to the 2. Now we have to write the answer. Okay, like we have to count. Now what the question is asking us, we have to return the total frequencies of those number which frequency is equal to maximum number. Okay, that means we would again traverse on our map and check if this number has maximum frequency. So we are traversing on a map. Yeah, 1 has a maximum frequency of 2. Okay, 1 frequency is 2, and which is equal to our maximum frequency. So we have to add 2, the frequency of that number, not 1. Okay, so our answer become 2 for now. Okay, then for 2. Okay, so 2 frequency is 2, and which is equal to our maximum frequency. So we have to add frequency of 2, which is 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, now let's move on to the next. So this 3 frequency is not equal to maximum frequency, so we don't need to add in our answer. 4 frequency is not equal to our maximum frequency, so not equal to no, we are not going to add in our answer. So at the end we have to return our answer. Okay, we can simply return our answer. Okay, so this is our approach, but guys, we really need to make the map. No, because like the constraint, let me show you the constraints. Okay, see, the constraints are, so nums of I can be from 1 to 100. That means we can simply create an array of size 101. This is the array. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is the array still 101. Okay, so we can simply create this array. Okay, like size of 101, that means last index is 100. Okay, because like why we create map when we don't know exactly how many keys are in there, but in this case we know like our nums of I can be from 1 to 100, right? So we can create a array and we can simply access in big go of one time. Also map is very fast, so what we can do, we can one for one we can add here one. Okay, now for two we have to simply add it occurrence, for 2 again 2. Okay, so we have to increase the count of 2. Let me increase now 3, so we can increase the count. Initially every value is 0, okay, set to 0. Now for 1 we have to increase the count of 1, that is 2. Now for 4, 4 count is 0, initially 0, so we can increase it to 1. Okay, and when we are populating this array, frequency array, we can calculate our maximum frequency. Now let me show you the code. Okay, so we have to create a frequency array, right? This is equal to the map new int of 101. Okay, because we are following 1 0 base indexing. Okay, now we have to calculate our maximum frequency 0. Okay, now we can simply traverse on our nums array, right? This is the method. Now we have to simply put our frequency of num, and whatever the frequency of num before, we simply had to add 1 into it. Okay, because it appears one time for now. Then we have to update our max frequency is equal to mat dot max of max frequency comma frequency of num. Okay, whatever the frequency of num, we have to uh, cal- calculate with our, we have to compare with our max frequency. Okay, after we populate, we need to simply create our answer. Okay, and what number which is which frequency is equal to the maximum frequency, we have to add the frequency of that number. Okay, so we can simply travel from I equal to 1, I less than equal to 100, because that many number can appear. Okay, like our array, let me show you. Our array can be from 0, like from 1 to 101, 100. Okay, like we have to check from 1 to 100, we are skipping 0 because 0 is not there. Okay, let me show you, like nums of I can be from 1 to 100, so 0 is not in there, so we can simply traverse on our array and check if like 1 frequency is equal to maximum frequency, 2 frequency is equal to maximum frequency. Okay, let me show you, like if frequency of I is equal to max frequency, then we simply add we have to add the frequency, and that is nothing but frequency of that number, then that is nothing but max frequency. Okay, and at the end we have to return our answer. Let's try to run it. If you are new to channel, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Yeah, it is running, let's try to submit it. And if you have any doubt, make sure to comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.